Okay, hello and welcome back, everyone. I hope we are having the most wonderful day. Our first speaker is Elke Edwards. Elke is an inspirational speaker. She's an author and a thought leader, and she's on a mission to help people to transform the way that they live and lead. And we're very excited to give the space to Elke today to continue that mission with you. Please, can we give her a very warm welcome?
So I know you've all just sat down, but I'm going to ask you to stand up if you're a leader of any kind, business, team, family, any kind. Okay, thank you. You can sit down. That is pretty much everybody in the room. Leadership is a word that we use pretty much every day. It's how many of us define ourselves in our roles, that we're leaders. But when we're asked to actually define it, that becomes a bit harder, right? Now, I'm not going to lie, I know that's a tricky question, but it's also a really important question because leadership is the foundation of a successful business. It also happens to be the foundation of a successful life. So it matters how well we understand it, how seriously we take it. So if it's all right with you, that's how I'd like to use our time today. I've been given 10 minutes. I've probably got 9 now. But that's how I'd like to use our time today. I'd like to share 3 things with you about leadership that you can take away and do something differently as a result of our time together. I think the first thing we need to start off with is, what is actual leadership? What is it? And I'm not interested in tricky dictionary definitions. They don't excite me. I'm a pretty pragmatic girl. I lead my own business. I think the easiest way to understand leadership is through the what and the how of leadership. Because what's interesting about leadership, it's both a thing we do, a what, it's a job, and it's a how we do it. Are we leaderful in how we do it? So the what of leadership is always the same, whether or not you're running a business that's turning over 2 million, or you're running a 3-man painting and decorating team. The job of leadership is to create a vision that people believe in, they buy into, they see their role in, and they want to be part of. And your clients like too, by the way. So that's the first part. The second part is to create a plan that is going to deliver that vision. And it's interesting, again, can people see their role in that plan? Do they see where they're adding value to that plan? And the third part about leadership is environment. And we can look at environment from the sort of the hygiene factors if we're going down the Maslow theory. But, do people have the resources, the time, the space, the skills to do the job in hand? But also the emotional environment. Do they want to work for you? Do they believe in you? Do they feel proud when they go down the pub and someone says, "What do you do?" So that's the job of leadership. So here's the problem with that, is most leadership teams don't do the job. They do part of it. So they might be incredible visionary leaders, or they might be brilliant planners. They might be fantastic at doing the structural environment and not so good at the emotional environment. So that's the first thing I want you to take away with you today, is if you're going to be brilliant at leading your businesses, you have to, as a leadership team, do the whole job of leadership. The whole job. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that you have to be absolutely brilliant at all parts of it, but if it is your business, you need to ensure that every part of that is covered. So just ask yourself, if I walked out of here right now, left you all here with your cupcakes, I didn't get a cupcake, by the way, but left you all here with them, and I walked into your businesses and I said to the first person I met at the desk, talk to me about the vision for this business, would they be able to articulate it? And could they tell me what they were doing to get towards it so they understood their part in the plan? That's what you need to think about. So that's the first thing. Do the whole job. The second thing then is the how of leadership. Where the what, the job of leadership, is pretty much always the same, the how of leadership is always different because it depends on who you are. It depends on your skills, your knowledge, your experience. It depends on how you show up, the energy you bring into the room. So the how is always different. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that if you're going to do the job of leadership well, it makes it far easier if you are playing to your strengths, if you love and you are good at what you're doing. So that's the second thing. Brilliant leaders play to their strengths, and they create environments where other people are doing the same. So just take a moment and have a think. What are you really good at? What are you brilliant at? Are you great at getting new clients? Are you great at the creative work? Are you great at managing the accounts? What are you brilliant at? And where do you bring most value to your business? And now I want you to think about what percentage of your time you're spending doing that thing that brings most value and you're brilliant at. So I've set up 3 businesses in my life, and I have never been the CEO of any of them. Why? Because I'm not a CEO-shaped leader. Honestly, it bores me. It's not what I am made to do. It makes far more sense for me to employ a really good CEO to do the job of CEOing so that I can do the job of founder of Source Energy. So just think for a moment, are you putting your energy in the areas that you're brilliant? Are your team doing the same? And what difference would it make to your business if you actually had a team of people that were playing to their strengths pretty much most of the time? That's the second thing. Do the job of leadership well and make it easy for yourself to do it well by playing to your strengths and creating a team of people that are doing the same. So what's the third thing? The third thing is all about behaviour. Now, this blew my mind when I first learned this, but leadership is only ever experienced through behaviour, right? That's the thing about leadership, right? Leadership is only ever experienced by the behaviour you bring into the space. So just think for a moment, what behaviour do you bring into the space? Do you bring in chaos? Do you bring highs and lows of moods? Do you bring in, I'll get that to you tomorrow and not get it to them tomorrow? Or are you calm? Are you present? Do you listen, or are you constantly on your phone? Do you do what you say you're going to do? I was going to say it doesn't matter. It really does matter, actually. It matters because every behavior we put into the space will garner a different result. So here's the other thing about leaders. It's human beings. It's not just leaders. It's my husband too. We tend to blame our behavior on the stuff that is going on outside of us. So we'll say, of course I'm stressed. Have you seen my workload? Or, I am angry because that bloody client keeps changing their mind. So we blame our behavior on the things and the people that are going on outside of us. But the truth is our behavior are going to determine the results we get. And it is a superhuman power to choose our behavior, irrespective of the event going on. So the third thing I want you to take away with you today is that leaders take 100%, good leaders, take 100% ownership for their behavior. They understand that their behavior will drive the results they get. And it's those behavioral choices, one upon the other, that will determine the success of your leadership. Just that one decision to take ownership of your behavior, to recognize that when the next thing happens, a shock resignation, a client resigning their account, whatever it might be, you get to choose. You get to choose, do I want to do calm on the outside but fuming on the inside? Or do I just want to go, okay, that's what's happened. I now get to choose. So that's the third thing. So that's our 9 minutes. With my last minute, just going to share what we've talked about. Leadership is best understood by the what and the how, the job and how we do it. There are 3 things I think make a massive difference to the impact a leader can have. The first is doing the whole job. Don't just do the bits that are attractive. Do it all of those 4 pieces I mentioned. The second thing is play to your strengths. Be really powerful. Make it easy for yourself. We learn quicker. We connect better when we are in our element, when we are doing the thing that we were born to do. And finally, take 100% ownership for your behavior. Because when we do that, we are enabling everybody around us to do the same. I believe really passionately, if we want a better world, we need better leaders. And if we want better organizations, we need to learn to lead them better.